Everybody, welcome back to Sports Central. Neil Duncan alongside Ryan Buckley, and some great footage there. Senior Softball USA, of course, coming back for the Tournament of Champions in February, so we're excited to have them back, and that's like 14, 15 years now or something.
Well, isn't it also crazy how quick we're going to hit February? That they're already coming back, like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, this segment brought to us by Office Furniture Depot, a great partner of tourism and sports marketing. No, you're right. To your point, it seems like once you get past the holidays, then it's June.
Yeah, agreed. And it seemed like not so long ago that we had a new RV resort next to us, the Cabana Club Resort, and now we're out there the other day, and it's now Camp Margaritaville RV Resort.
And it just so happens we have somebody from there.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, introduce our next guest.
Thank you, Neil. With us today, we have Tom Leary from Camp Margaritaville. Tom, thank you so much for your time and being able to join us. I know you guys, you're busy right now. You got a lot going on. New rebrand. Probably a very busy schedule, so we appreciate your time. But on top of that, you guys are out at the RV show right now out in Tampa, promoting this destination here in Central Florida. Talk a little bit about that experience and what that's been like with the new brand launch.
Well, I tell you, the attendance out there at the show is phenomenal. RVers are coming back out and everything like that. So our recognition in the last 10 months or something, just every month it just doubles and doubles and doubles with the branding new name of Camp Margaritaville. The phones have been off the hook with us. We're full all the way through right now, March into the summertime and those types of things. So that's what we want. We want 7 days a week being full year round out there at the resort.
Well, I think it's, obviously this is Sports Central, but there's so many connections to leisure tourism and then sports tourism as it pertains to Camp Margaritaville. And if you don't know where that's at, it's on the south side of the Lake Myrtle Sports Park in Auburndale. So that connection, that sports business cluster that has continued to grow there and was the vision. I said this in the office the other day, of course, Mark Jackson, like the whole team going back 15 plus years sitting in a Bartow office looking at what Lake Myrtle could be on the sports business cluster. And you look at Camp Margaritaville, you've got the Florida Youth Soccer Association, the Pan American Lacrosse Association, USA Water Ski and Wake Sports offices, Elite Cable Park, the three, they call it the 3-event lake, but really it's a multi-purpose lake that's going to be built next to the Elite Cable Park. So all those things I know, of course, talking with the Knapp family, and what a tremendous job they've done, but it all played into that. But the timing, sometimes timing is just perfect. And one of the good things that came from COVID was people were looking to get back outdoors. Yes. It was a safer space. Yeah. And so the RV business has absolutely exploded.
Yes, it has. It's attendance-wise and everything's tripled with the activities. People are coming in and bringing their own hotel room with them out on our sites right now. We're still in phase 1, completed that. We got about 160, 190 sites right now. When it's all said and done, we'll have about 400 sites. Of that, we'll have about 100 to 120 cabins. You could look at it as hotel rooms that are right next door to the sports complex for these teams that are traveling into town looking for hotel rooms. You're a golf cart ride away, 5 minutes away, if you wanted one of those cabins. So business is booming. It's picking up. The Camp Margaritaville name has gotten out there. We're excited about that. So everything's going very well for us.
And I think, sorry, I was just going to say, I think the point can't be missed that it's like taking a 400 to 500 room hotel and dropping it right there on the site. Resort hotel.
Yes.
With all the amenities.
Yeah, this is one of those wow factors. We can sit here and talk about it all day long. I can send you pictures. You have to come out and physically see this because you will get that wow factor. No ifs, ands, buts about it. We get a great deal of people just local in Polk City and Winter Haven and stuff, and they can't believe that this is here. To me personally, it's a game changer for Polk County and for Auburndale. When people come out and see this, they hear about it, they get online and this and that, but when they physically come out and see it, they're just in awe. Like I said, we're half built. We have a lot more things coming on board. We are building a pool complex down on the lake down there. In the future here, I can't put a timeline on it, but we are going to build 16 pickleball courts that'll have a pro shop and we'll have a little restaurant to it because we hope to get a national pickleball event in this area down here. Why not at Camp Margaritaville? So We have an indoor facility that's going to be done later part of this year. We call it the Pack House right now, but we'll be able to host big events in there, whether you have a rally group of 300 or 400 people. We're putting a stage in there so we can have some concerts in there as well. So a lot of things still to come for this whole area, and it's just going to benefit everybody in Polk County.
Absolutely, and I can absolutely validate too. To go on site and walk around the resort is truly amazing. And we walked around as a staff a couple months ago. You were still working on some of the projects as well. I don't think all the cabins were in. You were still going through the rebrand. So excited when we went back out the other day, to see some of the new updates.
There's construction going on right now as we speak. We're changing some colors and this and that. More cabins are coming in, and we're finishing up phase 2 and then going into phase 3. Hopefully have everything done by summertime.
Absolutely, and we know that some of our events are very excited to stay there, and we've had some recently that have stayed there as well, and had nothing but great things to say.
Yeah, the British
about their
national
lodging.
lacrosse team stayed over there.
Yeah, they did. That was a
Loved
good
it.
time.
The amount of social media that they posted on your behalf was extraordinary.
You know what we're finding out? They're coming out, sports groups are coming out, whether it's baseball, soccer, lacrosse, what it may be, and then they're rebooking individually just to come back out on their own. They said, we had so much fun here with the kids and this and that. So people come out, they rebook before they leave the property, which was wonderful.
One of the reasons that the Sports Central brand is so important, whether it's here on PGTV and the channels or the radio version of Sports Central, is not only promoting the events but also an education for our local community of the things that are here. Because those individuals become our best ambassadors for what's in Polk County. You don't have to leave. You don't have to go to Tampa or Orlando. We have professional sports teams. We have resorts. We have all these things. And so I think it's important. But real quick, and we talked about the name recognition that Margaritaville brings to the resort. But talk about real quickly the amenities that we know, the zero entry resort pool, the slide, just talk about that.
Well, we got a splash pad for kids, a pool for the kid area, 6 and under, those types of things. The walk-in zero gravity pool. We have a giant slide for the kids as well. We've built what we call a quiet pool down on Lake Myrtle down there. There'll be a restaurant down there and a bar down there as well. There'll be camping or fireplaces down there so they can sit by the water, have a fire, and have that atmosphere of camping, those types of things. I mentioned the pickleball courts that are coming. Mentioned the Pack House that's coming. But the main thing really is we got 120 more sites that will open up later, I'd say within the next 90 to 120 days. So that'll get us around that 400 site, which we could use. We have waiting lists on every holiday. New Year's Eve, we were sold out, and we had at least 70 to 100 people on a waiting list. So as soon as we get these other sites on board, they'll come on out, and it's really going to change that whole area.
Yeah, and when people get there, they will see the wow factor.
Oh, yeah.
It's the putt-putt course that's there as well,
yeah.
right? You have the dog grooming area on the side. So we took an entire tour, Neil. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah,
back in front of the hand, I know.
There's a lot of attention to detail things that, like you mentioned, the putt-putt course and the dog grooming. We got dog parks throughout the area there where you can take your animals. I would say 70% of the people that come out have animals, in their RVs and so on. So we have some cabins that allow pets. We have pet-free cabins as well. But it's...
Well, and you mentioned the attention to detail, thinking about that 70% of these folks are bringing their pet with them. I mean, it's their mobile home, they're on the road. That's what they're living out of. And the pet grooming area, I'm not going to mention where I get my hair cut, but I'm just going to say those dogs have it better than any facility I walk into to get my hair cut.
Oh, yeah.
It's unbelievable, but the attention to detail and the Pack House. I love that you guys kept that name. Real quick, tell why it's called the Pack House.
Well, the property used to be a blueberry farm,
right?
And that's where they pack the blueberries. They pick them, wash them down there, and pack them, and then ship them out, and so on. And approximately around 4 to 5 years ago, there was an accident that occurred in the Pack House and pretty much burnt down the inside of it. So they kept the shell in place, and we're creating it into what I think for this RV resort is a game changer. This indoor facilities, be able to do activities with kids and those types of things, be able to host a concert. I don't know, there's a gentleman by the name of Jimmy Buffett. I don't know if he'll show up, when he'll show up. but I got a feeling he will.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big parrot head. Are you a parrot head?
If he shows up, there's a new soccer stadium, multi-purpose stadium being built at Lake Myrtle. Maybe we can get him to do a show or two.
What they tell us is he will just show up. He does not tell anybody because he doesn't want. Because think about that. If you hey, Jimmy Buffett's coming out tomorrow, we're gonna have a traffic
Ryan
jam.
understands. He has the same thing when he goes places. It's okay.
Yes. Oh yeah, and remember we're right next door.
Yes,
So no need to cause a
You can be there in
panic,
2 minutes. Like,
call.
hey, you go. I got a list from the kids that said, Dad, you better call me if he shows up.
Oh, I can imagine.
Well,
add me to that list. Please
there
add
you
me to
go.
that list.
Well, Camp Margaritaville, what's the website or the social media? How can they connect? And can they just come out and take a look? We don't want a bunch of people just showing up on you.
Yeah, we encourage people to come on out. You just have to check in at the guard gate, and they'll give you a pass to drive around and take a look. You can come into the store, and we'll give you a little nickel tour of the complex around there too. The phone number is 863-455-7335 to make a reservation. And the email address, you can Google Camp Margaritaville Auburndale, all one word, Camp Margaritaville Auburndale. You might want to spell check that before you send it through, but if you just type in Camp Margaritaville as well, it'll come up as well. And we got the new Facebook site that's out, new online Google sites out, YouTube's out, so.
If you can Google, you can find them.
You
right?
betcha.
That's right.
You betcha. I did it just the other day, and it's right on top. So.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And like you said, it is a game changer. And as things continue to change in Polk County, it's all for the positive and all for the benefit of not only the revenues being brought in, but the quality of life for the residents of Polk County. So it all goes hand in hand.
Absolutely, absolutely. We love having the sports park so close. With all these events that are coming in here, all these different teams from your softball to your soccer teams to your lacrosse teams. We're big supporters of that. We hope these cabins can accommodate hotel space. And we got golf carts that you can rent. You can drive right on over there and don't have to worry about the parking and all those types of things. So working together with you all has been phenomenal, and we're looking forward to just great things in the future.
Well, we appreciate you, Tom, and the whole Knapp family. Please send our best, and thank you so much for coming on Sports Central.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you all.
All right. Well, as Tom was mentioning, we host just a number of events in Polk County, all types of events, and remote control airplanes is one of those events. And we've hosted multiple RC Jets activities and events. We want to take a look at some of that action, and then Ryan and Neil come back right here on Sports Central.